charge, lower body weight exercises basically means jump. So we're gonna do the exercises of level 1 first. For the upper body, we have 4 levels, but only because the whole body plyo push-up is something that should only be attempted by athletes that have a good background. Normally we have 3 levels. So we have 3 levels for the jump, all right? The first one we're gonna be doing is the good old vertical jump. Basically what you wanna do is try to jump up as high as possible. You can imagine that you want to reach something. So what you do is you dip down into a quarter squat, bring your hands back, and jump up as high as possible. You want to use a arm swing because when you're jumping, as when you're running, the arm swing can contribute up to 10% of your results. So you want to use that. You also want the quick reversal from the bottom. So when you go down, don't spend time here. Immediately as you reach the height, boom, you explode up. We can actually see, you know, when I was coaching football, the test we used for lower body power was the vertical jump. But I actually never looked at the result of the individual. What I looked was at their jumping style. Somebody who's a good athlete, he will not dip down too low. Somebody who doesn't have good explosive capacity will always dip down really low to jump because he can't recruit those fast twitch fibers. Good athletes, quick dip and quick back up. This is called the vertical jump reset. So you reset on every rep. You jump, you land, you place yourself, jump again 3 times. Vertical jump reset. Good. Good. So that's the first level 1 exercise. The next one we're going to be doing is kind of like that, but we want to involve the glutes and whole lower body a bit more. The vertical jump is more pure quads. This one's going to be including more the glute, the hamstring. It's called the frog jump. For the frog jump, use a slightly toes out position and you actually squat down to the floor. You squat down, touching the floor. Don't do this. It's really squat, and then you jump up as high as possible. Use your arms. Anytime you jump, even if it's a high jump, long jump, any kind of jump, unless I told you that the exercise specifically requires not using your arms. When it's a single jump like that, you want to use a arm drive. So even your arms are here, you still use them to project yourself back up. Yep. That's it. Good. So that's the frog jump. Third exercise of the level 1 is called the broad jump or the long jump. This is more for glutes and hamstring, whereas the vertical jump and the frog jump were more quads and glutes. So for this one, you dip down, the same thing as if you're trying to do a vertical jump. Cut your hands back, but you project yourself forward, bring your hands forward. This is the broad jump reset. So you jump, land, reset, jump again 3 times. So reset between each reps. The next one, still a level 1 lower body neurocharge exercise, is the split squat jump. It's exactly like the vertical jump. Right? Like you do a vertical jump, it's exactly the same thing, but instead of using a normal foot stance, you use a split squat stance. So same thing, you jump in the air. When you do a split squat jump, you do all the legs of the same side first, then you switch. So you jump, land in the same position, jump again, then you gotta do the other leg. And do 2 per side. Just like with vertical jump, you use your arms. We want to land in the, first of all, use a wider stance. We want balance. Because when you go down, your hips should be in the middle of your stance. So actually this foot here is like this. A bit wider again. It's like a long step lunge. Right, so you go straight down and you project yourself up, not forward, and you land in that same position. Use your arm, use your arm. Use your arms. Good. Better. Now, if you have problem landing, you can always first, when you're learning the movement, because you don't want to feel bad about yourself, you can jump in the split squat, land in the vertical jump, then reset. It really doesn't matter because the important thing is the projection. So you can reset. So when you're learning the movement, because at first it requires some balance, you can start the split squat jump from a split squat position, then land in the vertical jump, then reset. Good. Other side. Go straight down, jump up. Good. That's it. You know, when you're jumping, one of the reasons why you might lose balance is that you don't have any fixed point. When somebody is jumping, they want to feel like they're jumping high. So the first reflex is to do this. Because you can see moving up. So you have the illusion that, oh, I'm going higher. But in actuality, it makes it much harder for you to have a good sense of where your body is in space. So you always want to have, when you're jumping, a fixed point, always. Okay. Ah, see? Much better. The next one is still a level 1 exercise. It's called the side-to-side or hockey jump. With a hockey jump, you're projecting yourself with one leg, landing with the other, then re-projecting yourself like this. What I don't want to see, and what most people do, again, most people want to feel like they're giving a good performance and they're fast and quick, so they do this. That doesn't do anything. 90% of the people do it like this. Okay. That doesn't do anything. What you want is to really project yourself like this, like this. Go for like the length. You push yourself with the outer leg. So inner leg goes here, brush. Good. That's it. That's good. Excellent. The first thing I want to emphasize is the length of the jump. And as you get better, you can make the transition from one to the other faster. But since it's catching your whole body, which is going sideways and stopping its momentum at first, it's safer to learn to land and then project yourself. Because you have to absorb all the weight of your body with one side. Another level 1 exercise, it's a slight variation of the vertical jump. What you do is you jump, and when you're in the air, you bring your knees to your chest, both knees at the same time. It's called a tuck jump. So the tuck jump, dip down like a vertical jump, and you bring your knees to your chest. Good. Good. It's actually a good ab exercise also. You're crunching. So that's the tuck jump. What we want to see is both the jump and the tuck should be powerful. Most people, if they want like a powerful tuck, they won't jump high, so they can quickly bring it up. Or other people focus so much on jumping high, they forget to tuck fast. So we're going to do it again, and try to focus on jumping as high as possible, and when you reach your high point, then you tuck as quick as possible. Yes, much better. Exactly. In other words, you don't want to start the tuck too soon. You start the tuck when you reach the high position and you feel that you're not going up anymore. This is the last level 1 exercise. It's called the ankle jumps. Basically, it's jumping with just the calves. So you will hold yourself onto this and you jump only with the calves. Don't absorb and jump. You try to keep the knees perfectly locked. Exactly. That's it. Now when we're doing this one, since the range of motion is so short, we actually want to use double the reps. So if for normal jumps during a neural charge circuit, we do 5 reps, for this one it's 10 reps. We move on to the level 2 body weight neural charge exercises for the lower body. The first one is going to be the vertical jump, just like we did earlier. But earlier we reset between reps. Now it's going to be the vertical jump series, which means that you jump, and as soon as you land, you jump again. So you land in that position. You don't land here and then drop down. Just like with the push-ups earlier, you drop down at a 135 degrees angle, and you project yourself back up. That's the vertical jump series. I'm going to look both at the height of the jump and the speed at which you transfer from landing to projection. Good, that's it. The only thing that I would probably change is the way you use your arms. On the first rep, you're doing good. Okay. On the other 2 reps, instead of dropping all the way back and swinging up, you just keep them here and throw them here, which is 80%. Okay. Still good, but you want to work on the timing of bringing it here and swinging here. Okay. All form of jumping, especially the vertical jump and the projection forward, your arms can account for 10% of your results. Okay. So it's not just a leg exercise, it's a whole body thing. So that's why you really have to work on getting that timing here, which you're doing fine on that first rep. Okay. On the next 2, you're focused on absorbing yourself and you forget to bring your arms down. You're just keeping them there. Okay. The reason is that you're jumping in the air and you wait until you hit the ground to bring them here. Okay. Immediately as you feel yourself going down, you bring your legs down. Okay. If your legs go down, your arms go down. So we're going to redo the set. Try to get the better timing between the leg swing and the arm swing. That's better, but instead of bringing them like a butterfly here, you're here, just here, here, just here, here, just here, straight line. Better, good. So just remember, the arm swing is as important as the lower body swing. And we also learned that you need to work on shoulder flexibility. The next level 2 exercise is going to be the box jump. The box jump, the only reason I put it as a level 2 exercise is because it requires the coordination and the courage to jump on the box. Okay. But in reality, it's actually less stressful than a regular jump. Okay. Because the stressful portion of a jump is not when you're jumping up, it's when you're landing and absorbing your body. So when you're landing on a box, your body doesn't have time to build the speed when it hits the ground because you're catching yourself on a higher surface. Okay. So it's easier on the body, but mentally it's harder. So just jump? Yeah, just jump on, then reset, then step back down. Use your arms. Exactly, then exactly. Good job. That's it. Yes. Now, we'll see a lot of people completely screw up this movement by jumping onto the box. Then when they're up here, instead of stepping down as you did, they will just do this, which completely negates the benefit of the exercise. The goal of the box jump is not to see how high you can jump. I don't care how high the box is. The goal of the box is that you don't have to absorb a lot of force when you're landing, so you can really focus on jumping. So if you're jumping back down, then you're ruining the benefit of the exercise. Okay. Next level 2 exercise is going to be the broad jump series, which is exactly the same thing as the broad jump we did earlier, but now you don't reset. Immediately as you land, you jump forward again. Okay. So you only attempt this one when you're really good at landing in a broad jump. Because landing from a vertical jump, it's fairly easy because there's only one direction. When you're landing from a broad jump, you have a vertical and an horizontal component. So it's harder to break your body. So make sure that before you move on to this one, you really master the broad jump well. Exactly, good. Another level 2 exercise. It's called the stair climbing jump. Basically, you put one hand, I also call this the Mario Bros. From the game. You put your hand here and you're gonna jump up, switch leg when you're in the air. Okay. And then you jump up again like this. You go for height, jump higher. Good. One more. Try to land softly. One good way of knowing if you're efficient at landing and absorbing the force of your body is when you land, you don't make any noise. Anytime you hear, when you jump, you didn't absorb the force well. Every time you jump, it should be a slight noise. So we're going to do that again and try to do as little noise as possible when landing. Change legs in the air. But the noise was good. Let's do that again. That's better. Right, the next one, level 2 again, is a side-to-side tuck jump. So you remember earlier we did tuck jump. Now you do the same thing, but when you jump side to side, you bring your knees to your chest. Okay. And immediately as you land, you jump to the other side. Now, the length of the jump is not that important. Okay. Normally you're gonna probably like jump 1 meter from one side to the other. Okay. The key thing is, again, you jump as high as possible. When you reach the high point, you bring your knees to your chest. No noise, no noise. As little noise as possible. Better. Good. The last one of level 2 is the jump lunge. We did the split squat earlier. Okay. Now it's the same thing, but in midair, you're gonna change legs. So if you jump with the right leg forward, you land with the left leg forward, then you immediately jump back up. Don't swing with your legs, keep your balance. Don't, just go like 50% at first to get the timing down. Immediately as you land, you must jump. So immediately as you land in the lunge, you jump back up. Better. Okay. Now try it, that was a 50% effort. Now we're gonna do the same thing now that you have the movement pattern down. We're gonna try jump a bit higher up. Still maintaining control. Let's do it again. The reason is that you're pushing harder with your back leg. So you're projecting yourself forward. You should like moving straight up, straight down. You're still moving forward. The thing is, I know. The reason is that you go in the lunge position. When you go down, go down. When you go down, now this is good. Okay. When you do it, you're like this. Okay. So don't bend your torso forward. See, now you lost balance. You know why? Just because you're not used to being in the right position. Yeah. Wide stance. Good. All right. Focus.
I'll try again.
No. Don't let the knee touch the floor. That's less bad. Level 3 lower body weight exercises. They are level 3, not so much because they are more complicated. If anything, level 2 movement are, in technique-wise, the most complicated ones. Level 3s are more stressful on the body because you have to absorb the weight of your body more. So it's actually more of a shock to the system. So you should only be doing these if you actually have a pretty decent strength level to start with. Probably like 1.5 times your body weight squatting. The first one is called a depth jump. You're gonna stand on the box or the bench. You're gonna just let yourself drop down to the floor, catch yourself 135 degrees, and you jump as high as possible. This is the depth jump for height because you try to jump as high as possible.
I don't rest at there.
No, imagine that the floor is burning lava or burning hot plate. So you want to jump back up as soon as possible. And remember your arms. So when you're here, and when you let yourself drop down, your arms are here even before your legs touch the ground.
Okay.
So when you touch the ground, you can project yourself up. So start here. So when you drop, you can cock your arms. Good. 3 reps. Go for height. So really no forward movement at all. Just jump for height. You know what you did very good this time, it was instinctive, is that when you were on the bench, your legs were already bent,
okay,
which is good. You want basically just to drop down, so you are in the proper position to start with. So that's good. Good, that's it. Now it's going to be the depth jump for length or for distance. So it's the same thing, same landing, but when you hit the floor, try to jump as far forward as possible. That's it. When you're jumping for height, it's more quadriceps. When you're jumping for length, it's more hips, so hamstrings and glutes. Very good, very good. Last one. When you're landing, you want your heel to be as close as possible to the floor without touching it. So land softly, no sound. Yes, much better. The reason is that you're making noise when your heel strikes the floor, which means that you're losing the elasticity and the stretch reflex of the Achilles tendon, which is the most powerful tendon of the body. So no noise equals more distance. Level 3 exercise, the Bulgarian jump squat.
Okay.
You know the Bulgarian squat is when you have your back leg on a bench and the front leg here. So you're gonna do that, squat down, and then you jump up with the front leg. You do 3 times your right leg and then 3 times your left leg. Same principle applies. As soon as you hit the floor.
Do I have to land with my feet on the bench?
Yes. Actually, this foot doesn't leave the bench. So it's here. It always stays there.
Okay.
It's only the front leg that leaves the ground. Yeah. Yeah. But immediately land softly, no noise.
Okay.
And when you land, you jump again. I'm going to do that again. To make it easier, it's actually a sprinting movement. When you jump, you bring the leg forward. Don't go back down too much. Yeah. It's better. You comfortable? Good. That's it. Much better. Good, better. Level 3 exercise, the speed lunge.
Okay.
The speed lunge, you go in a lunge position and you just switch legs like this without jumping. It's like you're running in place as fast as humanly possible. Put your hands on your hips. Here. Yeah. Just switch legs as fast as possible. That's it.